So soon we will be starting the session.
वयाच्या 16व्या वर्षी श्रीमद भगवत गीतेवर आधारित 700 श्लोक आणि 9033 ओव्यांची ज्ञानेश्वरी लिहिली. संत श्री तुकाराम महाराजांनी प्राचीन पुराण उपनिषदांवर आधारित ग्रंथ लिहिला. या दोन्ही ग्रंथांमध्ये संपूर्ण सृष्टीतील मानव जातीच्या कल्याणासाठी त्यांनी ज्ञानोमय, विज्ञानोमय तत्वज्ञान, अध्यात्म आणि विश्वशांतीसाठीचे आपले विचार मांडले. भारताचे थोर सुपुत्र स्वामी विवेकानंद म्हणाले होते, विज्ञान आणि अध्यात्माच्या समन्वयातूनच जगात शांतता नांदे. हेच विचार लोकांपर्यंत पोहोचवण्यासाठी संत ज्ञानेश्वर, संत तुकाराम आणि स्वामी विवेकानंदांचे पाईक, शिक्षण तज्ञ, विश्वधर्मी, समाजसेवी प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड यांच्या संकल्पनेनं मानवी आणि आध्यात्मिक मूल्यांचं संवर्धन करण्याच्या उद्देशानं संत श्री ज्ञानेश्वर, संत श्री तुकाराम स्मृती व्याख्यानमालेची सुरुवात करण्यात आली.
You know that the endowment lecture which we have started in the name of Dnyaneshwara and Tukaram as great philosophers, the philosophers must come out from their shell and they should come to the society and guide them.
The Buddha, however, preached the equality of all human beings, and anyone who wished to enter the Buddhist order, Sangha, was not asked about the varna to which one belonged before entry.
And everybody is teaching my religion is the best religion in the world. My religion is the only divine religion in the world. जब तक ये खत्म नहीं होगा तब तक टेररिज्म खत्म नहीं होगा.
आपल्याला विटॅमिन B12, विटॅमिन D3 आणि कॅल्शियम हे मिळत असतं.
पण शिवाजी महाराजांच्या साक्षीपतला तसं प्लॅनिंग आहे, क्वालिटी आहे, एफिशियन्सी आहे, तसं त्यांची जी वेळेच्या बाबतीतली पंक्च्युअलिटी इतकी विलक्षण आहे की आपणही थकवावं.
फुलांच्या पायघड्यावरून चालताना काटे बोचले तर सहन करा. फुलांच्या पायघड्यावरून चालताना काटे बोचले तर सहन करा, कारण काट्यांना फक्त बोचणंच माहिती असतं.
आपण काय पेरतो आपल्या वासरांच्या प्रमाणे त्याप्रमाणे आपल्याला मिळणारी फळं असतात. यातलं देवानं काहीही दिलेलं नसतं आणि काहीही आपल्याकडनं हिरावलेलं नसतं.
मन फार चंचल आहे. माणसाच्या आयुष्यात बऱ्या वाईट गोष्टी घडतात, त्या मनामुळे घडत असतात. त्या मनाला लगाम लावला पाहिजे.
सायलेंस रहेगा इन बिटवीन फ्रेसेस तो द फ्रेसेस सीधे मेरे हृदय से आपके हृदय में जाएगा.
And he says, you cannot glimpse another man's lived experience looking in through the window. You need to go into his space and live his life.
Space enables us to look at life in its totality, and also how it shows us that we are such an insignificant, small, tiny component in this entire universe.
पण या सगळ्या कालखंडामध्ये जो स्वतःचा आत्मविश्वास हरवणार नाही, जो स्वतःचा धीर गमावणार नाही आणि जो स्वतःच्या ध्येयाकडे लक्कपणे फक्त पाहत राहील, स्वतःच्या ध्येयाचं विस्मरण होऊ देणार नाही, तो निश्चितपणे यशस्वी होईल.
या संस्थेचा नेहमी कणा एक राहायला कराड सरांनी एकच भावना व्यक्त केली. हा जो टीचर काँग्रेसचा आपण इथं उपक्रम पाहताय की आपल्या शिक्षकांच्या माध्यमातून असे विद्यार्थी आम्ही टेक्नोक्रॅट्स बनवू, मॅनेजर बनवू, सगळ्या फील्ड मधले एक्सपर्ट बनवू. पण कसे? शेवटी ज्यांचं अंतःकरण म्हणजे स्पिरिच्युअलिटी, त्यांचं कम्पॅशन, त्यांचं माइंड, ह्याचा कुठेतरी समन्वय असला पाहिजे. ही जी संत ज्ञानेश्वरा तुकाराम स्मृती व्याख्यानमाला जी कराड सरांनी 22 वर्षापूर्वी सुरू केली सर, अतिशय रिजिड असं फाउंडेशन, त्याच्यामुळे अतिशय स्ट्रॉंग असं फाउंडेशन आमचं सगळ्या शिक्षकांचं. खऱ्या अर्थाने आपलं सगळं धार्मिक जे काही ज्या गोष्टींना सायन्सचा कसा बेस आहे हे अतिशय कणखरपणाने सांगणाऱ्या अतिशय भारतातल्या तुरळक लोकांपैकी एक कराड सर आहेत असं मला वाटतं.
according to Lord Krishna himself is Gyan Shakti. Arjuna is Griya Shakti. From this perspective, they communicate what is Dharma. So Dharma has come from these two opposite values.
My Mother India will emerge as a knowledge corner of the whole world. दुनिया के सामने ज्ञान का दालन बोल के मेरी भारत माता उभर आएगी. विद्यापीठ तो इंफॉर्मेशन का सेंटर होता है, डेटा कलेक्शन होता है, and information and data put together we call it as a knowledge. But there is a wisdom part beyond knowledge. उसका सही मायने में अर्थ बताने के लिए शायद यह संत ज्ञानेश्वर तुकाराम एंडाउमेंट लेक्चर सीरीज इज अ प्लॅटफॉर्म.
ओम आणि योग साधना ही भारतानं जगाला दिलेली पवित्र वैज्ञानिक स्वरूपाची देणगी आहे. या व्याख्यानमालेमध्ये मायर्स MIT संकुलातील शिक्षक शिक्षकेतर कर्मचाऱ्यांसाठी योगासन वर्ग आयोजित करणारी मायर्स MIT पुणे ही एकमेव शैक्षणिक संस्था आहे. संत श्री ज्ञानेश्वर आणि तुकाराम महाराजांचे विचार हे काळाच्या पुढचे होते. ते एक प्रगत वैज्ञानिक, समाज सुधारक आणि तत्वचिंतक होते. त्यांनी ज्ञान विज्ञानाधिष्ठित मूल तत्वांचा विचार जगासमोर मांडला आणि हीच गोष्ट जगविख्यात शास्त्रज्ञ अल्बर्ट आइन्स्टाईननं जगासमोर मांडली. संत ज्ञानेश्वर ते अल्बर्ट आइन्स्टाईन असा हा प्रवास आहे. त्यामुळे सत्याचा शोध, ज्ञानाचं दर्शन आणि ईश्वर हेच सत्य आहे अशा प्रकारचं ज्ञान विज्ञान आणि अध्यात्म अधिष्ठित तत्वज्ञान अशा प्रकारच्या व्याख्यानमालेमुळे लोकांपर्यंत पोहोचवून या तत्वज्ञानाचं लोक कल्याणासाठी संवर्धन करण्यास मदत मिळेल असा आम्हाला दृढ विश्वास वाटतो.
We will start the session. Guests have already arrived. In another 2 minutes, we will be starting the session. Again, I request everyone to check your mobiles if they are switched off or on silent mode. Guests have arrived. I request everyone to rise in their chair and welcome our guest with a big round of applause. We have with us Swami Bodhmaya Nandji. We welcome you, Swamiji. Please give a big round of applause and welcome today's guest. I request Dr. T.J. Vidyasagar, Dr. Vinay Mundara, Dr. Ganesh Radha Krishnaji to kindly come on the dais and occupy the chairs. Your place is that side, sir. Yeah. Very good evening to one and all. I welcome you to the 28th Philosopher Saint Shree Dnyaneshwara and Saint Shree Tukaram Endowment Lecture Series and Orientation Program 2023 under the UNESCO Chair Program for Culture of Peace. For last 28 years, we have been organizing this lecture series exclusively for the staff of MIT, where many esteemed experts, philosophers, they have guided the audience with their words of wisdom. This lecture series is not just a tradition, it is a celebration of knowledge and wisdom. It is based on the thoughts of revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad, which often revolve around the idea that education should not only impart knowledge, but also instill values and contribute to the betterment of the society. Today is day 4, session 3, and the topic is Indian Knowledge System. The Indian Knowledge System, that is IKS, encompasses the vast and diverse body of traditional knowledge, philosophies, sciences, and cultural practices that have evolved over centuries in Bharat. Rooted in ancient texts such as the Vedas, Upanishads, and other scriptures, IKS encompasses fields like Ayurveda, Yoga, mathematics, literature, and art, contributing to the holistic understanding of life and the universe. The National Education Policy 2020 also emphasizes the integration of IKS into the modern education system to preserve, promote, and restore Bharat's rich intellectual heritage. We are fortunate to have with us Swami Bodhmaya Nandji, Adhyaksh, Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad with us, who will guide us on the topic. On behalf of MIT WPU, I welcome you, Swamiji, to this session. Om is considered a sacred sound that represents the essence of the ultimate reality or consciousness. Chanting Om is believed to have a calming effect on the mind, connecting individuals to their inner selves and the universe. I call Professor Manaswi Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Peace Studies, for Om meditation.
Thank you, Archana ma'am. Om is the cosmic sound that initiated the creation of the universe. According to the Vedas and the Big Bang theory, the whole universe was created by the sound of Om. It creates vibrations in the body as well as in the overall consciousness of one's soul and mind. Let us all experience these vibrations and resonate with Om. I request all of you to kindly close your eyes and take a comfortable position and participate in the Om mantra. Keep your eyes closed. Feel the vibrations. Now gently rub your palms and feel the warmth and energy over your face. Gradually open your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you, Manasvi Madam. We all enjoy listening to the stories, isn't it? Right from childhood, we have been exposed to various tales, including fables like Aesop Niti, mythological stories, fiction narratives, and many more. Storytelling is an effective art for instilling values. Therefore, starting this year, we have initiated a tradition of sharing short, thought provoking stories. I'm confident that you will relish the narrative and simultaneously find it inspiring for reflection. So, we are going to see Niti ki Laghu Kahaniya. In this, we are going to see Kahani Babulal Badhai ki, which is narrated by Mukesh Sharma sir. He is CEO of Vishwashanti Darshan channel. So I request technical team to show Niti ki Laghu Kahaniya.
नमस्कार, प्रणाम और हार्दिक अभिनंदन। स्वागत है आपका विश्व शांति दर्शन के मंच पर। चैनल के जनक, चैनल के अधीष्ट हैं विश्वधर्मी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड़। आप देख रहे हैं नीति की लघु कहानियां। एक बढ़ई जिसका नाम बाबूलाल था, जिस दिन 60 वर्ष का हुआ तो अपने मालिक के पास आकर बोला, आज मैंने 60 साल पूरे कर लिए हैं। पिछले 40 वर्षों से मैं आपके साथ काम कर रहा था। अब मैं आपकी कंपनी से रिटायरमेंट लेना चाहता हूं। मैं अपने परिवार और बच्चों के साथ अब आनंद से जीवन व्यतीत करना चाहता हूं। मालिक तो मालिक होता है, अंतिम समय पर भी वो कुछ काम करवाना चाहता था। इसलिए उसने कारपेंटर से कहा, अगर तुम रिटायरमेंट ही चाहते हो तो कोई समस्या नहीं, लेकिन मेरा एक आखिरी प्रोजेक्ट है, उसे पूरा करने के बाद रिटायरमेंट ले लेना। तुमने वो मेरा पहाड़ की चोटी वाला प्लॉट तो देखा है ना, वहां एक छोटा सा लकड़ी का बंगला बनाना है। 2-2.5 महीने की तो बात है। हम सब तब तुम्हारी विदाई भी करेंगे और अच्छी पार्टी देंगे और फिर रिटायरमेंट का जश्न भी मनाएंगे। बड़ा ही सहमत हो गया, मगर अनिच्छा से। उसका मन नहीं लग रहा था और अगले दिन से काम पर आ तो गया, लेकिन पिछले काम की तुलना में अब उसे काम करने में रुचि नहीं आ रही थी। इसका कारण उसकी जो गुणवत्ता थी उसमें फर्क आ गया था, क्योंकि उसने रिटायरमेंट के लिए सोचा था। इसलिए अब वो काम पर आ तो रहा था, मगर किसी इच्छा के बिना। जिस कारपेंटर ने अपने करियर में एक से एक बेहतरीन घर बनाए थे, अब वो बिना दिमाग लगाए बस किसी तरह अपना काम निपटा रहा था, मतलब घास छील रहा था। जैसे तैसे करके जल्दी जल्दी अनमने ढंग से 2 महीने के भीतर कारपेंटर ने वो लकड़ी का घर बनाकर खड़ा कर दिया। अब उसे अपने मालिक का इंतजार था, जो घर के निरीक्षण के लिए आने वाले थे। जैसे ही मालिक उस लकड़ी के घर के पास आकर पहुंचे तो 2 कदम पहले रुक गए। फिर उन्होंने कारपेंटर से कहा और उसका हाथ पकड़ा और उसे घर की चाबी देते हुए बोले, बाबूलाल, ये घर मेरी तरफ से तुम्हारी 40 वर्षों की सेवा का उपहार है। आज से ये तुम्हारा है। बाबूलाल ने जब ये सुना तो वो तो हक्का बक्का रह गया। उसने कभी नहीं सोचा था कि ये घर उसका होने वाला है। अगर ये उसका ही घर था तो वो शायद और अच्छी तरीके से काम करता और मन लगा के करता। बस कहानी खत्म। ऐसा ही कुछ हमारे साथ भी होता है। ये साझा मैंने आपको इसलिए की कहानी कि उस कारपेंटर की तरह हम भी अपने आने वाले भविष्य के लिए हर रोज नक्काशी, पॉलिश और परिश्रम करते हैं। वो भविष्य जो हमें जीना है, जो हमारे आने वाला कल है। लेकिन हम में से कुछ लोग आने वाले कल के लिए कुछ मेहनत करके उसे संवार रहे होंगे, लेकिन कुछ ऐसे भी होंगे जिनकी इच्छा ये होगी कि किसी तरीके से बाबूलाल की तरह इसको काम को निपटाया जाए, घास छीली जाए। रोजमर्रा के कार्यों से तय होता है। इसलिए चाहे आप छात्र हो या नौकरी या व्यवसाय में हो, अगर आप अपना सर्वश्रेष्ठ दे रहे हैं तो आपका प्रदर्शन अच्छा होगा। अन्यथा आप दूसरों को देखेंगे और कहेंगे, काश मैंने इससे और बेहतर किया होगा। फिर आपको उसी घर में रहना होगा। थिंक इट ओवर।
Wow, such a beautiful story. I think this is also a part of Indian knowledge system. Yes, am I right? Now we take a moment to express our heartfelt appreciation and extend our warmest welcome to our esteemed guests. As a token of our appreciation, we would like to present a small token of gratitude to our esteemed guests. I request revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir to felicitate Swamiji. Inspired by the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda during his school days, Swami Bodhamayanandaji joined the Ramakrishna order in Bangalore in 1984 and was initiated into monastic vows in 1993. After initial training, he served the mission in Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam and Chennai between 1989 and 2010 and was involved in various youth activities during that period. From May 2010 till April 2022, he served as the director, Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, a unit of Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad. From April 2022 till June 2022, he served as the Secretary, Ramakrishna Mission Ashram, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. From July 2022, he is the Adhyaksh of Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad. Swami Bodhamayanandaji has so far conducted about 1,025 workshops, seminars, and classes covering about 6.5 lakh students, teachers, managers, and others on human excellence, self-management, leadership skills, and Vedanta. He has also interacted with several scientists at Abdul Kalam Research Center and DRDO in Hyderabad, ISRO in Bangalore, advocates of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana High Courts in Hyderabad, several management associations, executions of public sector, chartered accountants, and couple of IITs and IIMs in the country. At the Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, Hyderabad, which is premier institute for youth empowerment, he had taken the initiative to encourage, recognize, and appreciate the leadership qualities amongst the youth and has trained nearly 500 plus youth in the Swami Vivekananda way for character building and service to the country. Swamiji, we are fortunate to have with us today. I request you to address the gathering. Thank you so much.
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति 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 हरिः ॐ सरस्वती महाभागे विद्ये कमललोचने विश्वरूपे विशालाक्षी विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तुते यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हि या सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। Respected Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karatji, founder and chief patron of MIT World Peace University, all other faculty members, the vice chancellors, HODs, those who are on stage and off the stage of the dais, and my namaskars to all the faculty members and others of this very, very inspiring, very sacred and very thoughtful university, MIT, connected with world peace. And at the outset, I offer my namaskars to Professor Vishwanathji and his team for having invited me this evening to spend some time with all of you and share some thoughts on knowledge which has come down through thousands and thousands of years, through great teachers, great minds who have sacrificed their personal interest for Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya. I have been coming to Pune, this wonderful place, a sacred place, a place of great Indian culture, values, sanctified, molded by Balagangadhar Tilak, and also visited by Swami Vivekananda before going to America. 3 days and 3 nights Swami Vivekananda spent in discussion and in company of Tilakji in Kesari Press. At that time, Balagangadhar Tilakji did not expect that this young monk of just 29 years would shake the world. He thought he is one of the learned monks in the country, and he was surprised that a monk is speaking English better than the Englishman. Later, when in the newspapers, Swamiji's photo, Vivekananda's photo, his speech at Chicago, September 11th, 1893 was published, and it shook the whole world. The message came to Pune. Tilakji, it seems, did not eat for 1 day. Why? He did not recognize the power behind Swami Vivekananda. He felt so unhappy. And later, when Vivekananda started the Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission in Belur Mutt, Congress conference was going on in Kolkata. Tilakji went and discussed 1 full hour with Swami Vivekananda walking on the bank of the Ganges. So that is the profound relationship that they had during the freedom movement. And I have been coming and mostly associated with Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce. We did a lot of programs there and established a center of human excellence. And almost every year I used to come and attend the youth programs in the Ramakrishna Mutt here, and also in Maharshi Karve's Sri Sanstha in the MBA colleges, in some management colleges. So in that way, the memories are fresh, though in spite of COVID, we did not have any programs in the last couple of years. Now, this wonderful invitation from MIT on the occasion of the 28th Philosopher Saint Dnyaneshwara Ji Sant Tukaram Endowment Lecture, by their grace, by the blessings of Panduranga, and by the goodwill and faith of the management here, I am very much happy to participate, interact with all of you. Very hospitable people, and I like always when I come to Pune, two things. One is Mastani and Bakarwadi. I never miss it. I hope this time also I'll take something back to Hyderabad. Apart from that, all of you are educationists, well-read, well-experienced. You have been interacting with thousands and thousands of students, day after day, year after year, making them enlightened citizens of the country. Dve vidye veditavye, paracha aparacha. The Chandogya Upanishad, which is one of the best Upanishads as far as education is concerned. I'll start off with a story, as just we saw in the animated video, of a man who got up in the middle of the night, and he has a peculiar habit of whenever he gets up suddenly, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, he wants to smoke a cigarette. Some addiction. But that particular day he found the matchbox empty. He forgot to buy a new matchbox. Olden times, no lighters. So he's desperate to light up his cigar. What to do, he thought. He thought for himself, let me go to my neighbor's house and borrow a matchbox. 1 o'clock in the night. Dark night, no street light. And in the villages, all of you know, there will be a lantern outside the house with a small flame. So those who want to go for nature calls, outside they will use that lantern, kerosene lamp. Increase the flame of the lamp, held it with the left hand so that he can see the road. He went to the neighbor's house to borrow a matchbox. I'll give you 30 seconds to think. Do you think the neighbor gave him a matchbox at 1 o'clock in the night? दो थप्पड़ मारा उनको. You fool, holding a lantern, you have come to my house. Why didn't you use that fire in that lamp for your cigarette? Then he says, sorry sir, thank you sir. Then he realized that he is carrying a light. Damage has been done. His sleep gone, the neighbor's sleep also gone. This is a story told by Sri Ramakrishna about the foolishness in the mind, the untrained mind, which finds out happiness in the wrong place. Light is there inside. As Bhagavan Buddha said, the last message of Bhagavan Buddha to his beloved disciple Ananda, when he was crying and crying, emotionally broken down because the great Bodhisattva is leaving his body, going to Parinirvana. Buddha said, why are you crying? Why are you unhappy? Oh Lord, you are leaving us. Who will take care of the Sangha? Who will take care of all of thousands and thousands of monks, bhikkhus? The last message of Buddha is, Hey Ananda, Atma Deepo Bhava. Be a lamp unto yourself. Carry that lamp to every nook and corner and give peace, joy and strength. Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya. This is the message of ancient India. In the Chandogya Upanishad we get this. Narada goes to Sanat Kumara and says, give me knowledge. I am unhappy with what I am. He says, Dve vidye veditavye, paracha aparacha. There are two kinds of knowledge in this world. One is the supreme knowledge, another is the technical knowledge, apara and para. What did you learn? He asks Narada. Narada gives 110 subjects which he has learnt. The grammars, the sciences, the mantras, tantras, homas, everything he has learnt. But he is unhappy. Then the answer comes there, strive for para vidya. Para, apara. Apara vidya gives you what? Technical knowledge, communicative knowledge. हिंदी में बोलते हैं Roti, kapada, makhan, education. You may be a gold medalist. You may be the world topper. You may have good food, good house, good clothing. और कुछ है क्या? Let us go back to what Leo Tolstoy said in his beautiful story, How Much Land Does a Man Need? A king announced, anybody in the kingdom wanting as much land as possible, they can take it from me. One greedy poor man ran and he said, you measure yourself whatever land you want. The poor man ran and did not stop till he collapsed and died in that place. The king said, his measurement is 3/6. Give him that. He was buried there. Whatever we have as aparavidya, we'll have to leave it. And we know what the great Alexander's feeling was in the end. As you take my body to the crematorium, see that the people of Macedonia are watching my palms, barren hands. The great Alexander, we did not call him great, they called him great, who killed 75% of the kings and looted 75% of the wealth, is not carrying his sword also to heaven. Everything is lost. Para tadaksharam adhigamyate. That paravidya which is akshara, which does not dilute, which does not destroy, that is our birthright. That is true knowledge. That is why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, who came in the line of the great masters as the avatar in the modern times, after third standard, did not pass third standard also, he ran away from school. Can you imagine one who ran away from school? In his name there are 600 colleges and a university, Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda University. Ramakrishna did not go to school, but in his name, Vivekananda is starting a university. There are Ramakrishna Mission schools all over the country. But Ramakrishna said, continuing the great tradition of the Upanishads, what is it that gives me complete knowledge, complete happiness, complete fulfillment? Then the Upanishad sages say, very interestingly, can you know that one thing, that one idea, one knowledge, knowing which, please listen carefully to the question which they put. I would like to know only one. If I know that one, I should be able to know everything in the universe. I don't want to learn 100 things. I want to learn only one thing. That is the Paravidya. Sri Ramakrishna, he was not Sri Ramakrishna. Later on, he became Sri Ramakrishna, Paramahamsa. But his childhood name was Gadadhar. He came from Calcutta, from his village Kamarpukur to Calcutta with his brother, who was a Sanskrit Pandit, a Sanskrit scholar. Father died. Brother Ramkumar had to take care of his family. And he started a grammar school in Kolkata. And he told young Gadadhar, who was 16 years, hey Gadai, you also learn something to read and write so that you can take care of the school. Gadai asked, young boy, 16 years, he's asking, brother, what will this knowledge give me? Hey, you can eat well, sleep well, take care of the family. Then Gadadhar puts that question which the great sages put it. My dear brother, can you teach me that one knowledge, knowing which everything else I will know? I don't want to learn all these grammar, science and phonetics, etc. One knowledge. Ekameva, nadvitiyam brahma. Ramkumar, his elder brother, though a Sanskrit scholar, was confused. What are you asking, Gadai? Learn, go to class. Learn the alphabets, learn the grammar. No, brother. I want to know only one. Ekameva, nadvitiyam. Yeah, his brother said, that one I do not know. I know many, but I don't know that one. Gadadhar said, I will know it myself. What happened? After his brothers passing away, he was selected as the priest of Dakshineshwar Bhavatarini, Kali temple. He did not know mantras, he did not know tantras, he did not know the mudras. What did he know? Ma, ma, ma. Mother, 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 I want to see you. I want to play with you. I want to talk to you. Please reveal yourself to me, mother. This is what all the Maratha great saints did in Pandharpur. Whether Namadev, Tukaram, Chokhamela, Gora Kumbhar. What did they say? I don't want anything else. I want God. I want Panduranga, Panduranga, Panduranga. There in Kolkata, he is telling mother, mother, mother. Can you imagine a young boy crying like an orphan for the Bhavatarini, Jagan Mata? At 6 o'clock, 6:30, temple bells are ringing for Arati. Sri Ramakrishna is going to the bank of the Ganga and beating his head on the ghat, on the stones. One day is wasted, O mother. What wrong have I done, O mother? Why are you not revealing yourself to me, mother? You showed, you had visions. Kamalakanta, Ramkumar, and great saints of Bengal saw you. But why are not coming to me? People who are coming to the Ganga for bath and evening walk. Poor Brahmin boy. His mother left him and went away. Anath ho gaya, isliye ro raha hai. Ye pagal ladka hai. Those who came to Dakshineshwar saw him a madman, crying, Ma, Ma, Ma. Going to the temple and crying, beating his head. That vyakulata, that eagerness to see the mother. Ramakrishna heard they are calling him mad. Sri Ramakrishna said, yes, I am mad, you are mad, the whole world is mad. You are mad out of name, fame, lust, luxury. I am mad for seeing the Jagannatha Bhavatarini. Which madness is better? I want to see the mother, not just the biological mother. And that is how he revived that ancient concept of seeing God, experiencing God. That is how the great sages awoke and gave us so much of knowledge. And when we say knowledge, gnanam, vignanam, agnanam, you go to the school with agnana, and by 10th standard or 12th standard you have some technical knowledge. Mathematics, 3 hours, some law, some accountancy, some this, some that. But when we see Indian knowledge system, it has become a very big word today after NEP put into focus, into action. It is all there, locked up. The concept of Indian, Bharatiyata, indigenous sources of knowledge generated by the Indian Samaj, Indian society, by our own people, by our own thoughts, by our own lifestyle. We go back to that Upanishadic era, where the great sages were doing the yagna, Vidyarthi Homa Vrata. I don't know whether MIT is thinking of it. If you are not doing it, please introduce that Vidyarthi Vrata, Vidyarthi Homa in the beginning of the academic year. There is a separate book also published. A video is being prepared by our Devagar Ramakrishna mission on the significance of Vidyarthi Vrata, which is come down from the Vedic times till today. Every student has to follow 5 vratas. And in that Vidyarthi Vrata, there is this concept of Brahmacharya, continence, celibacy, chastity, purity of mind. Thanks to media, thanks to Bollywood, thanks to so many other invasions in the young minds, that spirit of brahmacharya is lost in our society. It has weakened. The vitality has gone. That is why stress, tension, worries, anxiety, suicides, drug addictions, malpractices by young children, 6th standard, 8th standard, college, unwed mothers, the land of Panduranga, the land of the great sages and saints, is having unwed mothers like America or Africa. It's a danger for the future 25 years when we celebrate the centenary of Indian independence. When we say Swami Vivekananda, when we say Tukaram ji, when we say Dnyaneshwara Maharaj, what is their background? Did they go to any university? Did they go to Pune University, Bombay University, Delhi Presidency? Few abhangas, a few poems. On that research is being done. In Andhra we have Annamacharya who wrote 30,000 songs on Venkateshwara. And there is Annamacharya University when he did not go to any university. Tyagaraya writing on Sri Rama. Bhadrachala Ramadas saying, Anta Ramamayam, Jagamanta Ramamayam. Everything is Rama, every moment is Rama. Sant Eknath ji's great song, Guru Kripanjana Payo Mera Bhai, Rama Bina Kachu Janat Nahi, Jagat Rama, Sovat Rama, Sapne mein dekho Rama hi Rama. That is the great knowledge which India spread in this entire subcontinent. Silently, like the gentle dew which falls unseen, which brings into blossom the finest of the roses, has been the contribution of the great sages and saints of India to the whole world, says Swami Vivekananda. No advertisement, no drum beating, silently in a village, under a tree, on the bank of the Ganga, on the bank of Chandrabhaga, they gave so much of knowledge to us. Sri Ramakrishna got that one knowledge by which everything else came. A Vivekananda came, coming to that Vidyarthi Vrata, which is so inspiring. 4 mantras they used to repeat every day and do the yagna. These great sages who were scholars, who were powerful, like Varahamihira, Banabhatta, Gautama, Angirasa. Amayantu brahmacharina swaha. O brahmacharis, O seekers of truth, come to us from all directions. Amayantu swaha. The Agni Deva's message is going to the all villages in the country. Shamayantu brahmacharina swaha. Damayantu brahmacharina swaha. Pramayantu brahmacharina swaha. Yashojane sane swaha. Shreyan vasyaso sane swaha. What a... I am getting goosebumps. This is the Taittiriya Upanishad. You can visualize. Go back to the Upanishadic era. Don't be in Pune now. Just go back to the Vedic times. On the bank of the Saraswati, on the bank of the Godavari, on the bank of the Narmada or Ganga. We do not know. Apaurusheya. They gave and went away. Brahmacharis came. One guru, 500 students. Gurukula Vasa. Pramayantu, pure in mind. Damayantu, absolute sense control. Shamayantu, thought control. Let our ashramas be filled with such brahmacharis and brahmacharinis. Nothing secular about it. It's all sacred, sacred, sacred. That is why Sister Nivedita, the education disciple of Swami Vivekananda, says, after Vivekananda coming on the world scene, and especially in Bharata, what happened is, henceforth, the difference between the sacred and secular has been removed. Life itself is religion. To labor is to pray. To conquer is to renounce. Work itself is worship. What my master did is to break the barrier between the sacred and the secular and said, Bharatiya Samskriti is everything sacred. During the Vijay Dashami, you worship your vehicle. You do arati to the bus and the truck and the scooter and the car. The footwear in our language is called pada raksha. In Sanskritam it is called pada raksha, that which protects your feet. An engineer worships his scale, his measurement tools. A doctor worships his stethoscope. Students worship the book and the pen. The whole world is sacred in India. Just because it is a constitutional norm, it doesn't mean we give up sacred and go away like very ordinary people in the society. Give this sacredness in the institutions. I was so inspired to see the image of Dnyaneshwara, to see the photographs of Tukaram Maharaj and others. This is a wonderful place of sacredness. And here is Rama watching you, listening to us and thinking of us, blessing us. What a wonder, what a wonder. What have we made of this great news? And we need another NEP. Sometimes I feel sorry. A time has come for us to discuss about values when the whole grandmother, grandfather gave us values. What was that knowledge which we got from our great sages? Again, go back to the Taittiriya Upanishad. Make the Taittiriya Upanishad a text in your value education system for your children. Let them memorize at least the Acharyopadesha, the last part of the first chapter, Shikshavalli. They say, the Rishi said, Bhrigu Maharshi said, Annam na nindyat tad vratam. Do not criticize food, make it a oath. Vratam karo. Do not criticize food. You have no right to criticize any food. What is not good for you may be good at least for a cow. Annam na parichakshita tad vratam. Do not waste food, make it a vratam. Today we talk about conservation of food, energy. Don't waste food, don't waste food. But that has to have a real sensitive mindset, not to waste food. If you don't like any food, if you feel it is heavy, in your house or in the canteen, in a marriage hall or in some other function, don't put it in the dustbin. Take it in a cover or a bag or a box. Give it to a cow outside in the street. It will bless you. If the cow is not there, give it to a dog. It will bless you. If the dog is not there, put it in a well. Fish will eat and bless you. If that is also not available, make a small hole in the earth, put it back and cover it and say, hey Mata, you gave us paddy, I am giving you rice. Please bless me. Na nindyat annam bahukurvita tad vratam. Let us produce more food. A huge country. So much food is required. 3 times, 4 times a day eating. And in spite of having wheat, in spite of having rice, still every day, according to the statistics of the NGOs and the government, 20 crore children are sleeping without a glass of milk every day. Do we think of it? Annam bahukurvita tadvratam. This is what inspired C. Subramaniam. This is what inspired M.S. Swaminathan, who recently passed away, to bring in wheat revolution in India. Why should we beg? Why should we borrow? Indira Gandhi protested. There is no technical knowledge, no farming knowledge. They said, we will create good farming in our country. Bahukurvita, tat vratam. There is a book also published from Chennai called Annam Bahukurvita. This is the knowledge that we have got from the ancient masters. Another very interesting story. You're all professors, you're all teachers, you're all faculty members. Tell this story later when you go back to classroom. There is a student by name Shwetaketu. Vivekananda tells this story in his Madras lectures. Father himself is a great guru by name Aruni. Father sends the young Shwetaketu when the age of 12 years to another guru. Because there also he was very clever, very prudent. If I keep my son with me, others will say bias. So he sends him to another guru. And what was that ancient Gurukula system? A boy or a girl enters into the Gurukulam at the age of 12. Strict brahmacharya. And he graduates age of 24. That means 12 years Gurukula Vasam, Guru Graha Vasam, Guru Seva. At 24, he is given a choice. You can marry, become a grihastha, become a businessman and do good to society. Or you can remain a brahmachari, take sannyasa and attain God. Choice is yours. Yesha adeshaha, yesha upadeshaha, yeshopanishat. You do what you like. Some became brahmacharis, some became grihasthas. That is how society balance was going on, both spiritual and secular. Now this young boy Shvetaketu has become matured. He has learned nearly 100 lessons. And he comes back to the Gurukulam. Arune, his father, because of his sensitive mind, sees that Shvetaketu has become egoistic. थोड़ा अहंकार आ गया. क्यों? इतना सर्टिफिकेट हमको मिला, इतना बड़ा यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ा, इतना हमको नॉलेज मिला है, ज्ञान मिला है, थोड़ा दिख रहा है अहंकार, बॉडी लैंग्वेज. Then Aruni's thought, if I leave him like that, he will misuse the knowledge. थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो जाएगा समाज में. I want to give him a final blow. Purity, humbleness. He doesn't know something, which I will teach him today. He is thinking. Shvetaketu comes, does namaskaram to his father and says, Father, I have learnt all these grammars. Vedas, Vedangas, Puranas, Upapuranas, सब मैंने सीख लिया. अच्छा, ठीक है, बेटा, go to the forest. Bring one big Nigroda palam, Nigroda fruit, a big watermelon size of fruit in the forest. Bring it. Obedient son goes and brings the fruit, big size. All the students are there, 100, 200. Shvetaketu, break that fruit into 2 pieces, cut it into 2 pieces. Cuts it into 2 pieces. What do you see inside? Dissection he is showing. Dissection and anatomy and physiology सीख रहा है. क्या देख रहे हो अंदर? Oh father, I am seeing tiny fruits in the big fruit. छोटा छोटा fruits फल है अंदर. Take one, make it 2 pieces, cut into 2 pieces. Shvetaketu does it. क्या दिख रहा है तुमको? बाबा, छोटा छोटा बीज दिख रहा है. Tiny seeds in the small fruit. Very good. अभी सुनिए. Take one seed, cut it into 2 pieces. Shvetaketu does it and father says, what do you see now? क्या दिख रहा है अभी? Immediately, because he studied so many things, Shvetaketu says, oh father, I see nothing there. कुछ भी नहीं है. फिर पूछ रहा हूं, क्या दिख रहा है? कुछ भी नहीं है. 3 बार ऐसा प्रश्न हुआ, 3 आंसर आ गया. कुछ भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं. अच्छा, कुछ भी नहीं है. 15 दिन के बाद आओ. Shvetaketu goes home. Father continues his studies with the other students. After 15 days, Shvetaketu comes back. Father takes him to the garden. And so many tiny, tiny plants have come. Do you know what this plant is? This is the plant of that big tree which is in the forest. From where this plant came, do you know, Shvetaketu? I don't know, father. Father says, when you went away, I took another seed, a new seed, a fresh seed, planted it in the soil, went on pouring water. From that tiny seed came this plant, and from that plant, 1 branch, 2 branch, 5 branch, 100 branch, big tree will come, and that will give fruits, and that will give seeds, and that is how nature gives us so much love and affection. What did you say 15 days back? I see nothing, father. Now what do you say? Shvetaketu understood. Aitadatmyamidam satyam Tatsarvam sa atma tattvamasi shvetaketo. Idam sarvam atma. Aitad atmyam idam satyam. That is the truth. Tat sarvam. That is everything. Sa atma tattvamasi shvetaketo. Don't say, just because you don't see anything, don't deny that. The unseen energy which we call the atma is in that seed. It gave life. And it will give more and more life. Similarly, in my body, the ancient Indian knowledge is this. Annamaya kosha. What is this body called? The yoga faculty will know, yoga students will know. Annamaya kosha. This body is a product of food. Am I right? And how does this body work? Pranamaya kosha. Now we have two angles of the triangle. Prana and Sharira. To use this prana and sharira, third kosha is required. Manomaya kosha, the kosha of mind and thoughts. How should I use this body? Here is a mic. How should I use this mic? Mind will tell. Training of the mind to use this properly. Whether it is dharma, adharma, karma, akarma, nitya, anitya, we need a little more faculty, more powerful, which is called Vijnanamaya kosha. And when I follow all these dharma, karma, punya, papa, meditation, etc., what do I get? Anandamaya kosha. And behind the Ananda, what is that? Shankaracharya says, Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. This is the knowledge which we got. The physical science, chemistry, botany, zoology, is all external science. Science is not just 100 marks, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology. Science is jignasa in the Indian tradition. Science is pipasa, thirst for knowledge. Vidya, Vidya, Saraswati. Every day is a Saraswati puja in the classroom, in the college. It is not just once in the February of the month. Abhi bhi Saraswati puja chal raha hai. So this concept of Indianness, which is Akhanda Bharata idea, up to Afghanistan and others, the sages went on. As Takshashila we had now in Pakistan. Then coming to the second aspect, which is knowledge. Emanating from the wisdom and insights arising out of deep experiences. Anubhavam. Pratyakshanubhavam, aparokshanubhuti. This has to be cultivated. I keep telling the teachers who come to our training classes, or when I am invited to teaching conferences, teachers should not instruct, teachers should inspire. And there is a beautiful book, a very technical, interesting book. Do you know the title of the book? I was amazed when I heard it from a great professor. Why do we need schools when we have Google Guru? Kitab ka naam hai. Why do we need universities when I have Google? And finally, the author says, you need a teacher, you need a guru, because Google will inform you, it won't inspire you. Information ज़्यादा है, inspiration नहीं है. Only a living guru, a lively guru, an inspiring guru like Ramakrishna, inspiring guru like Dnyaneshwara can change the social fabric, the rhythm of life. So we need that kind of gurus today who have experience of knowledge. Whatever subject, whether it's commerce, whether it's mathematics, whether it's computers, whether it is sports, whether thing, you become that knowledge. That is what Aryabhatta did. They became knowledge. What is religion? Vivekananda's definition is, religion is being and becoming. Being and becoming. और एक बात इधर मैं शेयर करना चाहता हूँ. The conflict that is going on between religion and spirituality, between science and spirituality. Every Tom, Dick and Harry in the media and the government or some fellow here and there talks about religion, talks about Bhagavad Gita, criticizes, and एक आदमी ने सनातन धर्म को निकालने भारतवर्ष से निकालेंगे बोलता है, without understanding ABCDs of Sanatana Dharma. Religion created, that word itself is creating so much of problems. But when I translate that word religion into Sanskrit, 3 words come out for one translation. English में ये तकलीफ है, misunderstanding. You know how misunderstanding takes place of great saints and great sages and these masters of India? For example, I will tell you, we have to be very careful. Vivekananda ji said in Madras lectures, in Indian lectures, you can do anything and everything. Never say no. Never say I cannot, for you are infinite. मतलब अंदर जो आत्म शक्ति है, आत्म बल है, you can conquer the world. त्रैलोक्यमे तदखिलं तव पादमूले. The whole world can be at your feet. So much of strength is there. It's a wonderful, inspiring quotation, which is so practical too. Before 2014, there was a severe, very serious agitation in Hyderabad, in Andhra, United Andhra, now divided in 2014 into Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. People wanted Telangana region to be a separate state. That is what out of 45 years, 50 years, they were fighting, and it got in 2014. But before that agitation, 5 years, 7 years, I was in Hyderabad only. Stones were being pelted, riots in the university. Police were beaten, police lathi charge, tear gas, firing, buses burnt. It was increasing and increasing the violence. One day, there was stone throwing on the police and the public. University students were doing that. Osman University. एक पत्थर एक बड़ा आदमी का सिर पर पड़ा. In that madness, when somebody is walking that side. Nothing happened, fortunately, but he was unhappy with this stone pelting at 7 o'clock in the morning. This elderly man went and caught hold of that boy and said, why are you throwing stones on our own people, on our own buses, on our own buildings? You know what that university boy said? Vivekananda ne bola, you can do anything and everything. कैसा मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग करेंगे, कैसा हमारा सेल्फिश रीजंस के लिए विवेकानंद जी को कोट करके बोल रहा है यू कैन डू एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. क्या विवेकानंद ने बोला पत्थर मारने के लिए? ही सेड रीबिल्ड इंडिया, डोंट ब्रेक इंडिया. भारत का पुनर्निर्माण करो, भारत का मत तोड़ो. He did so much for us, and your court say you throw stones and defend yourself. This is the misunderstanding of great masters, of the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads also. Anyway, coming to this point of experience, my humble suggestion, experience is my guru told me when I was a college student, if you are teaching history, do not teach history, create history in the classroom. This is 30 years back message. It's so fresh in my mind. चरित्र निर्माण करो क्लासरूम में, चरित्र मत सिखाओ. किताब है उसके लिए. Teacher has to become Rana Pratap. Teacher has to become Shivaji. Teacher has to become the great revolutionaries of India. In the classroom, in that 4 walls, in that 45 minutes. Then देखिए history में कितना interest create होता है. Now history has become just a passing subject. क्या है history में? Indian history is different than American history or European history. Then he told me another thing. Reading science is not important. Thinking scientifically is important. You're a mathematics professor. Your goal, your ideal role model should be Sir Srinivasa Ramanujan. You are an engineering professor. Your others should be Sir Vishwashanti, who did so much for Pune, who did so much for Hyderabad, who did so much for our country. What ideal, what role models, they were sacrificing their life, personal life for the cause of the knowledge. Become that knowledge. You may have a certificate of knowledge, but you should become that Gnan. That is real Saraswati Puja. Mother should bless you. Mother should come. Pray to the Mother Saraswati. That is the secret of Swami Vivekananda. Before going to America, Swami Vivekananda was waiting for a confirmation letter, a permission letter from modern Saraswati called Ma Sharada Devi. Ma Sharada Devi is technically the wife of Sri Ramakrishna, but Sri Ramakrishna worshipped her as Jagannmata, as Jagat Janani. He surrendered to her everything. Vivekananda said, permission has not come from Ma Saraswati. 15 days, 16 days, 20 days. Last day for the ticket is getting expired. But Swamiji said, if mother doesn't give me permission, I will never cross the seas. 18th day letter came from Kolkata, said, my child, go to America, the master is with you, victory will be yours. And Swamiji says, like Hanuman jumping to Lanka to see Mother Sita, I went by ship to America with mother in my heart, and the rest is history. Saraswati Puja kiya, Swami Vivekananda. So you have to become that knowledge. That is the second aspect. Indian, demographically, or the indigenously, whatever great sages and saints have given us, technology has given us. Then knowledge, the analysis, the experimentation, the validation have to be improved further. It's not just becoming emotional and fanatic and saying, we have everything, etc. But today we need validation. We need to be told in the right spirit and the right way. That is what Swami Vivekananda did in Karma Yoga, Gnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Raja Yoga lectures. It's not just talking. He proved it to Nikola Tesla. He proved it to William James. He proved it to Rockefeller. He proved it to the great scientists of the West at that time. That is why those lectures, four books, I wish all of you who have not read it, please read it as a ritual. Swamiji's authentic, original ideas about knowledge. Gnana Yoga, Upanishads. Bhakti Yoga, concept of bhakti will change. That is why he said, an ordinary man who goes to the temple and comes back, he has to ask 3 questions. Temple के अंदर एक जगह पर बैठकर ध्यान मुद्रा में 3 प्रश्न का आंसर देना है खुद के लिए. The first one, has my bhakti become Shakti? Is God listening to my prayer? Second, when I see God in the temple, the Alankara Bhushana, the Panduranga, the Rama, the Krishna and others, can I see him in God in man, suffering in front of me? Can I serve? That Panduranga has come as that Narayana in front asking me for a cup of coffee? Daridra Devo Bhava, Murka Devo Bhava, Rogi Devo Bhava. That bhakti should become practical and serve the Narayana in front of you. The third thing he says, Tvam Stri, Tvam Kumara, Tvam Pumanasi, Utava Kumari, Tvam Jirno Dandena Vanchasi, Tvam Jato Bhavasi Vishwato Mukaha. Oh Lord, you have become the Vishwa. Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, 11th chapter. This building is Krishna. These trees are Krishna. Everything is Narayana. Vishwamidam Sarvam. Yat Kinchit Jagatyam Jagate. That feeling of oneness, feeling of divinity. Is it coming after my going to the temple? Have I transformed my personality? Have I got Shabari Bhakti? Have I got Prahalada Bhakti? Have I got Gora Kumbhara Bhakti? Choka Mela Bhakti? This is the question we should ask again and again. Then, last point I would share is the systems which our people have created, which has come as a timetable, which has come as a policy from the government. But unfortunately, whenever I am talking to the policy makers and to some vice chancellors, etc., they find it difficult now. What kind of teachers are required to convey this deep knowledge? It's a big deficit today. You may be perfect in mathematics, you may be perfect in chemistry, you may be perfect in other sciences, but teaching this Indian knowledge system is something different. You have to meditate, you should have a good life. Otherwise it becomes another certificate for the students. They will take it casually. एक सर्टिफिकेट मिलता है 3 महीने के बाद, 4 महीने के बाद, ऐसा हो गया. But you should give that knowledge. It's not just informing them. They should be inspired. That is why morning I was listening to Anil Sahasrabuddhe, former vice chairman of AICTE. He says this is a great danger now, the future. Because who is going to communicate at the school level, at the college level? Karnataka does not want to implement it. Telangana does not want to implement it. West Bengal doesn't want to implement it. Tamil Nadu is hating it. Kerala doesn't take it. And it's again limited to region and politics. When we are speaking of knowledge for the children, why are you depriving your children in Karnataka or Tamil Nadu or Telangana or Andhra or Maharashtra or other places just because it is a BJP project? It's an Indian project, Bharatiya project. Our own children, you will come, you will go, but the country will remain. Bharat Mata will remain. You fellows, 5 years is enough for you. You are only bubbles on the water. And you think you can control everything? This is hurting me. I told one of the members of one party, I don't want to name it, said, what guarantee is there that next time your ex will become CM? उनका गद्दी ठीक है क्या? परमानेंट है क्या? ये कृष्णदेव राय या शिवाजी हो गया क्या? You should serve that people. That's why somebody told me in the PMO's office that Pradhan Mantri had told all his ministers, present team, if you are worrying about your seat in the next election, people will kick you. If you are thinking of the country, people will welcome you. This is a beautiful statement which the Honorable Prime Minister made to the ministers. How interesting it is. If you are thinking of your seat, people will say goodbye. If you are thinking of the country, they say come again. You decide, he said. And with that mission, how is he implementing this knowledge? Some of you may be knowing, Vishwanath ji may be knowing, others may be knowing, I don't know. If you don't know, you can do some Google search. Capacity Building Commission. Under that, a branch called Mission Karma Yogi. All the central government officers, let it be BSNL, let it be railways, let it be any other department, police, let it be IAS, IPS, all have to undergo this training called Mission Karma Yogi for 3 months, weekly 2 classes. And what is that syllabus? The 8 chapters of Swami Vivekananda's Karma Yoga lectures. This has been put into a syllabus by a devotee in Bombay by name V. Srinivas, who runs a beautiful NGO on education called Illumine Knowledge Resources. On the advice of the Prime Minister, he made a syllabus and sent it to him, which is approved and going on now. I have seen the transformation. We did a course for IAS officers in Hyderabad. Under the Mari Channa Reddy Institute, all 200 officers came, young officers. Pragmatic, brilliant, decision makings, good communication, but no dharma. No dharma. If dharma is not there in IAS, the society will shake. So this dharma of karma yoga, Pradhan Mantri said, which is echoing Swami Vivekananda's words, we do not want karmacharis, we want karma yogis in government sector. Karma yogis hona chahiye. A banker should become a karma yogi, not karmachari. 5 o'clock ho gaya, main bhag jaunga. Karma yogi, kharas chandana bharavetta, bharasya vetta natu chandanasya. A donkey is carrying the weight of the sandalwood. It does not know the value of sandalwood. ऐसा मत होना चाहिए. It's a very interesting exercise and very successful also. And what is the most important point is in that syllabus I have seen, never here they have used the word Vivekananda. क्योंकि use करने से क्या होता है? Again the problems will start. So we have to build up our system in that way, where it is structured, methodology. There is a methodology, there is a systematic way, and a classification scheme to access the corpus of knowledge. So once again, recasting, reprioritizing our knowledge as far as our young students are concerned. Not just praising the past, India was great, India में science है, वो है, ठीक है. That is their fact, that is history. But how are you going to give it? That is through science and combination of spirituality. Thank God we should not use the word religion, because I did not mention that. I will end with that point. Religion translated into Sanskrit becomes matam, tattvam, dharmam. One word religion बोल दिया मकौले ने, so बदमाश करता है. क्या है? One word religion for everything. Matam, Kraistava matam, Bauddha matam, Hindu matam, Jaina matam. You are born in that religion. It is not you follow that. Your mother, father, their genes, you follow that dress code. You may be in Arabia, you may be in Pune, you may be in Bengal, who knows? You are born in that religion. That is one aspect. Second is dharma. There also Kraistava dharma, Bauddha dharma, Jaina dharma, the righteousness, the codes of conduct given by their acharyas. You may follow, you may not follow. But the uniqueness is tattvam, truth, truth, truth. Satyameva jayate na anritam, satyena pantha vitato devayanaha. Truth alone prevails. Wonderful people are there, here and there, in their particular religions. Sri Ramakrishna, what did he do? He experienced the oneness. He did not just speak about oneness. He experienced the oneness and said, just like a water becoming ice when it is kept in the fridge. The same ice block becomes water if it is kept outside. The same water, if it is heated, becomes vapor. And the vapor, when it is condensed, becomes water again. So the same truth comes in different forms. Here we say you have Panduranga, there we have Venkateshwara. That does not mean Panduranga is lesser, Venkateshwara is more. So follow that truth in every religion and evolve yourself, which is in education, perfection. In religion, it is manifestation of the divinity. There at that peak, science and spirituality will shake hands. Science, not physics, chemistry, not as a syllabus. Science in search of truth, external world. Spirituality, meditation, search for truth in the internal world. Manasika prakriti, bahya prakriti. If I say only that is true and this is wrong, he is minus mark. If I say only this is there and that is not there, that is also minus mark. A combination of Vyavaharika and Paramarthika is the great contribution of Indian knowledge to modern society. Let us recast our priorities, think and have that conviction and faith in conveying this message to the younger generation. May Dnyaneshwara ji, Tukaram ji, Panduranga Maharaj ji, our Swami Vivekananda, our all the great sages and saints bless you, bless me in this great yagna of education, education, education. Jai Ramakrishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Swamiji, for guiding us on this intellectual journey and for imparting knowledge that resonates with the spirit of our great nation. Your presence has truly enriched our event, and we are sincerely grateful for your contribution. Thank you again. Now, for giving concluding remarks, I call Dr. Sanjay Upadhyay, Chief Mentor, MIT WPU.
नमस्ते. इन्होंने कहा कि थैंक यू फॉर गाइडिंग अस. मैं स्वामी जी के शब्द इस्तेमाल करता हूँ, थैंक यू फॉर इंस्पायरिंग अस. उन्होंने कहा था कि टीचर शुड नॉट बी ही शुड नॉट इंस्ट्रक्ट, ही शुड इंस्पायर. और देखो, भाषण का जो पद्धति थी उसमें इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम, तो एक एक शब्द लेके
1 घंटे में स्वामी जी ने इंडियन क्या है बताया, नॉलेज क्या है बताया और सिस्टम क्या होनी चाहिए बताई। संत तत्वज्ञ ज्ञानेश्वर माउली ने ज्ञानेश्वर में बहुत अच्छी कल्पना रखी है। वो कहते हैं कि आहा बोलाची वालिपो फेडीजे कि शब्दे विण संवादीजे, ऐसे मराठी में कहा है। आहा बोलाची वालिपो फेडीजे म्हणजे शब्द जो है वो फल जैसे हैं और फल का जो पील है वो छिलटा उसका निकाल के अंदर का फल आपके सामने रखने का काम मैं कर रहा हूँ, ऐसे ज्ञानेश्वर जी कहते हैं। जो भगवद गीता के शब्द है उसके छिलटे निकाल के भगवद गीता आपके सामने रखता हूँ। ऐसे इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम ये शब्द हम तीनों शब्द हम सुनते रहे, लेकिन आज पहली बार ऐसे हुआ उन शब्दों को उसका पील निकाल के हमारे सामने स्वामी जी ने रखा है। क्या है इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम, ये भारत क्यों है। एक बात बार बार मन में आती है सिंस 1947 कि इतना सब नॉलेज होने के बावजूद भी आवश्यक परिणाम जनमानस पे क्यों नहीं हो रहा है। तो उसकी वजह है जो महाभारत में भीष्म जी ने कहा युधिष्ठिर से कि कालोवा कारणम राजन्योवा राजा कालस्य कारणम इति ते संशयम भूता राजा कालस्य कारणम। सवाल यह है कि हमारे देश में स्पिरिचुअल एंटिटीज जो है, जो स्पिरिचुअल गाइड्स जो है, पुराने ज़माने में उनका डर लगता था राजा को। अब हमारे पॉलिटिशियंस को इस इंडियन नॉलेज का और नॉलेज सिखाने वालों का डर नहीं लगता। जिस दिन वो डर लगेगा तो मैं अक्सर कई स्वामी जी से मैंने बात की हाथ जोड़ के कि एक लाइन हमारे प्रवचन में ऐड करनी है। पांडुरंग से आठवली जी से कहा मैंने, वामनराव पई से कहा, महाराष्ट्र में जितने भी प्रीचर्स हैं उनके साथ में बात करते वक्त यही कहता है, एक सेंटेंस कहना है कि पॉलिटिशियंस को एड्रेस करते हुए कि ध्यान में रखो हमारे सामने अभी जो भक्त इकट्ठा आए हैं वो वोटर्स भी हैं और आप हमें मजबूर मत कीजिए राजनीति पे बात करने में। जब तक हम तत्वज्ञान पे बात कर रहे हैं तब तक ये भक्त हमारे सामने है, लेकिन अगर आप ऐसे बर्ताव करोगे तो हमें इनके सामने राजनीति के बारे में बात करनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि ये वोटर्स भी हैं। इतनी एक हम कहेंगे वार्निंग अगर ऋषियों से, संतों से, प्रीचर से, राजनीति के लोगों को जाएगी तभी बात बनेगी ना। तो ये हमारे राजनीति वाले डरने वाले नहीं है, ये प्रॉब्लम है। और जब तक राजा वो तय नहीं करता तब तक कुछ नहीं हो सकता। राजा फाइनल तय करेगा और ये तय होना चाहिए ऐसे मन में लगता है। इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम में कितने 1000-5000 साल से पूरी दुनिया में ये नॉलेज सिस्टम अब एक्सेप्ट हो रही है, लेकिन हमारे ही देश में हमारे स्वामी जी, हमारे प्रोफेसर्स, दे फील प्राउड इन रेफरिंग सिगमंड फ्रॉइड बट नॉट श्री कृष्ण। दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम। They feel themselves so highly educated and intellectual if they say Sigmund Freud. They will talk about, they will, every time, every now and then they will refer some Western philosophers, but they will not refer Indian philosophy. और ये अगर वो करेंगे भी तो लगते हैं ये इनको ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है, लेकिन शब्दे बिना संवाद दीजिए ये है। अगर मैं कहूँ मेरे भाषण में कि द नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इन लाइफ, तो बोले क्या है संजय उपाध्याय बहुत होशियार आदमी है। लेकिन मैं कहूँ शब्द बिना संवाद दीजिए तो कहेंगे नहीं, ये तो फिर तो ये लैंग्वेज की बात है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है। तो मुझे आप सभी प्रोफेसर से हाथ जोड़ के विनती है कि आप भी जब सिखाते हो तो ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट द इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम के रेफरेंसेस हैं हमारे पास। अगर नहीं है तो आप मेरे पास आ जाओ, मेरे कैबिन में आके पूछो कि मुझे ये पढ़ाने जा रहा हूँ, जा रही हूँ, मुझे भारतीय संदर्भों में क्या रेफरेंसेस हम दे सकते हैं, तो वो हम आपको देने की कोशिश करेंगे। लेकिन ऐसे होना चाहिए, तभी ये इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम का जो भविष्य है वो और खुलकर सामने आएगा। नहीं तो शस्त्रे न रक्षिते राष्ट्रे शास्त्र चिंता प्रवर्तते। सो ओनली प्रीचिंग गुड वैल्यूज इज नॉट इनफ, ओनली प्रीचिंग गुड वैल्यूज इज नॉट इनफ। व्हाट द वर्ल्ड नीड्स इज एन अल्टरनेटिव मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम। वो मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम हम देने की कोशिश करेंगे। शायद उसकी शुरुआत MIT में हो चुकी है अंडर द गाइडेंस ऑफ डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड़। थैंक यू सो मच।
Friends, it has been a great good fortune for all of us to have today Swami Bodh Mayananda ji, Bodh or Maya, pata nahi, and giving an insight and a divine message of what Indian knowledge system stands for. Jnanamayo Vijnanamayo. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Tattvamasi. These have been the unique words which are addressed in this hall a number of times by great scholars, thinkers, philosophers, scientists, men of religion, men of philosophy, following in the footsteps of the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, which has been our ideal. And Saint Dnyaneshwara, being very assertively being addressed as the philosopher Saint Dnyaneshwara, philosopher Sant Tukaram Maharaj, Sant Kabir, or many other names which we can take. And very assertively we have been trying to understand the essence and philosophy behind these various words of wisdom spoken by the great saints and scientists and philosophers of Mother India. And it was the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, you know it well, addressing in the First World Parliament, gave this message of union of science and religion, oblique spirituality alone will bring peace and harmony to mankind. इसी की खोज में ये संस्था का ये जो माहौल है, जो भी सोच है, जिसके बारे में स्वामी जी ने बहुत विनम्रता से कहा कि आपको क्या होना चाहिए और क्या होना नहीं चाहिए. Be the great men of inspiration, not like the instructors or trainers. एक शब्द में it has given an indication what is our duty. धर्म की व्याख्या स्वामी जी ने कही, religion is nothing but to perform your duty. Duty toward the mother, the father, the family, the society, the nation, the whole world. वसुधैव कुटुंबकम का एक अंतिम संदेश, वर्ल्ड एज वन फैमिली, जैसा एक उच्चारण इन द पार्लियामेंट ऑफ रिलीजन शिकागो में जब हुआ, आप जानते हैं, आपने सुना भी है, लेकिन उसका एक मूर्तिमंत प्रतीक या उदाहरण भारतीय संस्कृति, परंपरा, तत्वज्ञान का एक नया रूप, नया दर्शन. नॉलेज में इंडियन और अमेरिकन ऐसे होता है कि नहीं, ऐसे मेरे में नहीं आता है कभी कभी. व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली द नॉलेज स्टैंड्स फॉर. और जब ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयो की बात होती है, आत्मा दीपो भव, आत्मज्ञान की बात, ज्योति तो अंदर है. Sant Dnyaneshwara is an embodiment of knowledge divine. And when you say this, जिस हॉल में यह चिंतन हो रहा है 96 से, in the year 1996, on the occasion of the 700th anniversary of Sanjeevan Samadhi of Dnyaneshwara, we started our journey. And we have been discussing the same issue again and again, to understand and realize to a certain extent the very meaning of the knowledge divine. आत्मज्ञान की बात हो, विज्ञान की बात हो, ज्ञान विज्ञान की बात हो, समझने की एक कोशिश है. But today, as I said in the morning to you friends, that today we'll feel highly enriched because of the words of wisdom spoken on this very word of Indian knowledge system. I feel so happy and delighted. मुझे ऐसे लगा कि पहले मुलाकात होनी चाहिए थी और अर्लियर. मेरी गलती है कि शायद स्वामी जी को हमने इसके पहले बुलाया नहीं. ये संस्था स्वामी जी के नाम पे जो बनी है दुनिया में, उस संस्था के एक बड़े विद्वान यहाँ आकर गए हैं, मुझे मालूम है. कलकत्ता से भी आए, हैदराबाद से आए, पुणे में भी संस्था है. एक नया डिवाइन नॉलेज का जो प्रकाश है, दिव्य प्रकाश जिसे बोला जाता है, ज्ञान प्रकाश, उसकी सर्च में ये जो प्रयास है. और इस हॉल में मुझे दिस टाइम एट द 28th Endowment lecture series which is going on, I mentioned to you in the morning too, the 3 people who have devoted their life for the cause. विश्व कल्याण की बात हो, विश्व शांति की बात हो. दुनिया पूछती है कि भाई आपको शांति है. मुझे पूछते, सर दुनिया के विश्व शांति की बात करते हो, तुम्हारे मन को शांति है? आवाज़ आती है अंदर से, नहीं. खोज है उसकी, समझने का प्रयास है. नम्रता से, विनम्रता से, मन से, दिल से ये अंतिम सत्य की खोज, ट्राइंग टू फाइंड द अल्टीमेट रियलिटी, द अल्टीमेट ट्रुथ. ईश्वर क्या है, इंटेलिजेंस क्या है, इसकी खोज में ये संस्था का ये जो सर्च है, प्रयास है. और हेतु तो है जगतगार तुकाराम महाराज के शब्दों में, मन करारे प्रसन्न सर्व सिद्धीचे कारण. मित्र हो, हे आपण शब्द अनेक वेळा ऐकलेले आहेत, पण मला स्वामीजींचं हे ऐकल्यानंतर खूप बोलायचा मोह होतो. पण त्याच्यापेक्षा मी त्यांना अभिवादन करतो. आपल्या सर्वांच्या वतीनं आपण मनापासून त्यांना शुभेच्छा नाही, त्यांचा आशीर्वाद घेऊ. आणि कुठेतरी परत मिलिंद पांडे, मला माहिती नाही सरांचा, महाराजांचा, स्वामींचा काय कार्यक्रम आहे, पण जर त्यांची अडचण नसेल तर जरूर आपण विश्वराज बाग त्या ठिकाणचं एक नवं स्वरूप. स्वामीजी, आपके लिए I was really, feeling worried that when I had attended some conferences world over, about 9 world parliaments were conducted in different nations. And in the list, when I saw the Aristotle, Socrates, Plato, Kant, Hegel, Spinoza, in that list there is not a single name from India. Not even Swami Vivekananda, not Dnyaneshwara even. And myself and the great Param supercomputer scientist Vijay Bhatkar, who has been like a brother to us, who has been a part and parcel of this institution. Then we too had a separate meeting ourselves, and we said, how can it happen that Dnyaneshwara or Tukaram or Chokha Mela, Namdev Maharaj, Kabir, ये फिलोसोफर नहीं थे. तो मेरे गुरु थे बार्लिंगे, डॉक्टर बार्लिंगे, वेरी ग्रेट जेंटलमैन, फिलोसोफर. He said, they are men of religion. They won't be called as the philosophers. I said, who decided this? So he said, राजा तय करता है, जो कमांडर है वो तय करता है. But then thereafter we declared and said that we ourselves, the Indians, the community like us, we call philosophers and Dnyaneshwara, philosophers and Tukaram. Who will prevent us? And then we started calling this hall as a Philosophers and Dnyaneshwara World Peace Hall. And इसमें वो चिंतन होते रहा. इसकी खोज में शायद संत ज्ञानेश्वर का अधिष्ठान नहीं होता. आदर्श और अधिष्ठान, ये अधिष्ठान होने के नाते जो भी डोम बना है दुनिया का, मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा हो सके तो अभी आप जाके वहाँ देखो, करो, कैसा जैसा भी हो. But this, one of the finest monumental creations in the known world history. The makers of the world history are standing there to discuss the future of the world. ये नहीं बनता. संत ज्ञानेश्वर अपना अधिष्ठान नहीं होता तो ये डोम की खोज होती ही नहीं. ये ज्ञान शब्द की खोज करने का प्रयास, विश्व शांति की खोज में चलने का प्रयास 1996 से आज तक, और उसके पहले भी 10 साल 83 से. लेकिन नाउ उसका थोड़ा सा दर्शन दिखाई देता है. आप जैसे ज्ञानी सत्पुरुष जब आते हैं and they show some divine light in the form of a knowledge divine, मुझे बहुत खुशी है. लेकिन ये मिलना ऐसे नहीं, जोड़ना है, जोड़ने का प्रयास है. तो मैं प्रार्थना करता हूँ आपको फिर से एक बार तालियों के साथ उनको प्रणाम करो. धन्यवाद.
Now I call Dr. Ganesh Radhakrishnan to propose vote of thanks.
Respected Swami Buddha Maya Nandaji, Adhyaksha Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad, esteemed Chancellor Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karatji, and honored guests. I am honored to express this vote of thanks for the insightful and mesmerizing discourse on the Indian knowledge system. This topic has been close to my heart. As a naval officer, I had the privilege and opportunity to travel widely, both within the country and globally, to and experience cultures, study knowledge systems, and witness architectural marvels worldwide. But you can say that the experience that there is no place with the richness, cultural richness, as our Bharat. The richness of Bharatiya culture is perhaps best seen in the architectural and engineering marvels of the ancient Indian temples, particularly in Tamil Nadu, that has always captivated me. I had the privilege of serving there as the commanding officer of the National Cadet Corps in Tamil Nadu that allowed me many opportunities to visit these marvel temples, constructed by our great kings, the Cholas, Pandyas, and Pallavas. Many of them are over 1500 years old. These temples are a source of immense pride and stand as enduring symbols of our rich architectural heritage. The temple with 161 musical pillars carved out of a single rock in Tirunelveli stands out as it showcases an advanced understanding of the architecture, sound engineering, frequency, and amplitude. This remarkable achievement in material science and acoustics, realized without modern technology, is a profound testament of our ingenuity and the wisdom of our ancestors. We thank Swamiji for putting the spotlight on Alexander's true colors, reminding us of our great erudite rishis who gave us the Vedas, Upanishads, and other texts. And we thank him for his knowledge that teachers should inspire, and for all else there is Google. And we must create history in the class, and Vivekananda's inspirational words, set no limits for yourself. I sincerely thank our Chancellor, Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karatji, for his unwavering support and leadership in promoting the study and integration of Indian knowledge systems in our academic calendar. Sir, vision of embracing our heritage is instrumental in addressing contemporary global challenges from the unbridled capitalism and the risk of technology through the wisdom of the Indian knowledge system. I also express my thanks to Professor Sanjay Upadhyay for his insightful remarks, to Professor Milind Pandey and his team for the impeccable organization, to all faculty, staff, and students for their commitment. Your participation in today's session deepens our understanding and respect for our cultural heritage. In conclusion, as we move forward, let us embrace the wisdom of our ancestors, not as a relic of the past, but as guiding light for the future. Let us apply this timeless knowledge to address contemporary challenges to foster a world where peace, harmony, and enlightenment prevails. Thank you once again for your active participation and gracing the occasion. Thank you, Swamiji, again. Thanks.
As per the tradition, yes, tomorrow in the morning we will have yoga session at 7 a.m. and it will be followed by our first session at 9 a.m. So you all are requested to be present at 7 a.m. tomorrow for yoga session. Now at the end, as per our tradition, I request everyone to rise in their chairs for Pasaidan.
आता विश्वात्मके देवे येने वाग्यज्ञे तोषावे तोषोन्मज जावे पसाय दान जे खळांची व्यंकटी सांदो तया सत्कर्मी रतिवाढो भूता परस्परे पडो मैत्र जीवांचे दुरिताते तिमिरदा विश्वस्वधर्म सूर्ये पाहो जो देवांचील तो तेलाहो प्राणी जात वर्षत सकळ मंगली ईश्वर निष्ठांची मांदियाली अनवरत भूमंडळी भेट तू भूता चला कल्पतरूंचे आरव चेतना चिंतामणीचे गाव बोलते जे अर्णव पियुषाचे चंद्रमेघे अनांचल मार्तंड देता पहिन ते सर्वाही सदा सज्जन सोय रे हो तू किंबहुना सर्व सुखी पूर्ण होऊन ही लोकी भजितो आदि पुरुषी अखंडित आणि ग्रंथोपजीविये विशेषी लोकीये दृष्टादृश्य विजये हो आवे केथ म्हणे